Hello viewers, welcome to UNC Digital class. In today's class, I am going to discuss about the algorithm for query processing. In our last video, we have already discussed about introduction to query processing, and in this class, we will be discuss about algorithm for query processing. That means those operations we have done in relational algebra for select operation, for join operation, what are the algorithm are executed for processing that select operation query, for join operations query, we will be discussed in this class. Let us see this slide. This is the today's content, that is we have to discuss about algorithm for select operation, algorithm for join operation and algorithm for set operations. So, first we will be discuss about algorithm for select operation. So, let us consider this is a company database relational schema. In company database we have number of relations, that is employee relation, and these are the attribute of the employee relation, and the department relation, these are the attribute of the department relation, and there is another relation, that is department location. And also in company database there are number of relations are there, that is box and project dependent, and their attributes are respectively. So, let us discuss how can we implement select operation. Let us take these examples. Suppose this is the first example. Suppose we want to retrieve the employee information whose SSN is this much, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means we will be retrieve the employee information from the employee table, those SSN is this much. Let us say the employee relation. So, this is the employee relation, and the first tuple having SSN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, we have to execute this tuple by executing that select operation. For that, what algorithm is to be executed? Okay. Let us see the algorithm for select operation. So, these are the simple search method for searching a particular tuple in a relation. So, in first case we applying the linear search algorithm, that means retrieve every record in the file, test whether its attributes satisfy the selection condition or not. Okay. That means in a very simple way, this is the relation employee, we will compare the SSN value with the every SSN value of the tuple, those are exist in the employee table, those tuple match we will be retrieved. Let us say the SSN number is 666884444. Okay. So, in case of linear search we will start comparing from the beginning and we will continue up to end of the relation, and at the mid we will get our comparison. Okay. That means we will start comparison from this location, we will compare first this table, then this table, then this table, then this table and this tuple, and when we compare this value we will get our result, and from this point we will be execute. So, this is about your linear search. Okay. So, next we will see the next algorithm for selection operation. Okay. This is about your binary search. In binary search, if the selection condition involve an equality comparison on a key attribute, that means here the comparison operator is equality. Okay, on which the file is order. So, in binary search we must remember that on which attribute, based on which attribute we want to retrieve the data, that attribute or that key attribute must be in order. Okay. As per the numerical search, here the record or number of tuple search is same. That means if the selection condition involved in the equality comparison on a key attribute on which the file is order, then the binary search can be used. That means if the order file is given and we will search the record based on the equality comparison, then in that case we will be implement the binary search. So, this is the second searching algorithm for selection operation. Then comes to third algorithm or third operation, how can we execute the select operations. Third case, using primary index or hash key to retrieve a single record. That means on what case we implement the primary index to retrieve a particular record if we are implementing the select operation. If the select condition involve an equality comparison on key attribute with a primary index and use that primary index to retrieve the record. That means if we want to retrieve a particular record by using equality comparison, the records are maybe ordered or may not be ordered. In that case, we may use the primary index or hash key to retrieve the single record. We have already seen one example, that is select the employee information whose SSN number is 666888444. Okay. In that case, we may implement the primary index or hash key to retrieve the single record. Then comes to using primary index to retrieve multiple record. Okay. That means if we want to retrieve single record by using primary index, then in that case we use the equality comparison operator. But using the primary index, if we want to retrieve the multiple record, then in that case the comparison operators are these are greater than equals to, less than equals to, and we will be implement this operation on a key field with a primary index and use the index to find the record satisfying corresponding equality condition and then retrieve all the subsequent records in the file. In this case, the files are ordered. Let us see one example. You can see here, suppose we want to retrieve a particular record by using primary index, then in this case we will be execute this query. Okay. Suppose we want to retrieve this. Okay. Retrieve the department number 5 from department table. That means we have to retrieve those department information whose department number is greater than 5. Okay. Let us see the department table. This is the department table. You can see there is no department having department number is greater than 5. If instead of 5, if it will be given as 4, then we will be retrieve this record. Okay. Or instead of 5, if we will give 1, then we will be retrieve this one, this tuple and this tuple. Okay. That means in this case we are retrieving multiple record and you can see the files are ordered based on the department number. So, if the query is given like this, then we will be execute the fourth case, that is using primary index to retrieve the multiple record. Okay. Then comes to next case, using clustering index to retrieve multiple record. We know that in case of clustering index, the index is based on the non-key attribute. Okay. That is, if a selection condition involve an equality comparison on a non-key attribute with clustering index, use the clustering index to retrieve all the record, those are satisfying selection condition. So, let us see the example. Suppose this is the example. Here we want to retrieve the employee information though having department number 5. Okay. We know that this department number is not a primary key, that is a clustering index or that is a non-key, and here in this case we can implement the clustering index. So, in this case we may retrieve multiple tuples from the employee relation, because let us say the employee relation, this is the employee relation and you can see the number of employee having department number 5. Okay. And you can retrieve those employee information, those having department number is 5. This is the example of the algorithm when we are implementing the clustering index to retrieve multiple record. If the selection condition involve an equality comparison on a non-key attribute with a clustering index and use the clustering index to retrieve all the record, those are satisfying selection condition. And next, the algorithm number 6, using a secondary index, that is B plus tree. We have already discussed about B plus tree. On an equality comparison, the search method can be used to retrieve a single record if the index field has unique value, or to retrieve multiple record if the index field is not a key. And in this case, you may use or it can be used to retrieve record on the condition involving greater than equals to, less than equals to, and these are the conditions. Next comes to implementing select operation by using conjunctive selection. Okay. If an attribute involved in any single simple condition in conjunctive condition has an access path to permit the use of one of the method, that is S2 to S6, that we have recently discussed about the algorithm from S2 to S6. By using primary index, we may retrieve multiple records. By using primary index with equality comparison, we may retrieve a single record. By using clustering index, we may retrieve the multiple records. So, these are the algorithm which are numbering from S2 to S6. When we are go for the conjunctive selection method, if an attribute involved in any single simple condition in conjunctive selection has an access path that permit the use of one of the method from S2 to S6. That means we first use the one of the method from S2 to S6, then use the condition to retrieve the records that check whether each retrieval record satisfying remaining simple condition in the conjunctive condition or not. Okay, let us see the example. So, this is the example for conjunctive. You can see here two conditions are there. Here you can implement S2 to S6. In this case, we may implement the clustering index which is based on the non-key attribute with equality comparison, and this is the another condition. So, we first implement on this, that is sigma department number 5 and the salary greater than 30,000 and the sex is female. So, we first implement on this condition one of the algorithm from S2 to S6, then finally we will implement the conjunctive conditions, okay, over the employee table. So, this is the example for conjunctive condition. So, next we will see the next algorithm for select operation. So, next algorithm is conjunctive selection using a composite index. That means, if two or more attributes are involved in equality condition in conjunctive condition, that means in conjunctive two or more attribute involved in the equality. That means, we can take one example. Suppose the SSN equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and DNO equals to 5. So, this is the example of the attribute, two or more attribute involved in equality condition in conjunctive condition, and the composite index exists one of the combined field and we can use the index directly. That means, if the condition will give that the two or more attribute are involved in equality condition, that I have already given you, that is if SSN is this much and if DNO equals to this much, and these two conditions are connected by using a conjunctive condition. In that case, we will implement this algorithm, that is conjunctive selection using a composite index. Okay, let us see the example. This is the examples, that is OP5, operation number 5, sigma ESSN equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and PNO equals to 10. You can see the two conditions, that is ESSN and PNO are uses the equality comparison operator and they are connected through a conjunctive connector. Okay. In that case, we will be implement the algorithm, that is conjunctive selection using a composite index. Okay. So, this is all about the algorithm for select operation. That means, if it will be given one equality comparison operator on key field, then we will be implement the select operation. If we will be implement on non-key attribute, if we are using the conjunctive connectors, that is if we are given two equality comparison operator on both the condition, or if we are using equality comparison in one condition and equality comparison in another condition. So, in this way we may implement the algorithm for select operation. So, next we will see the algorithm for join operation. Let us see the slide. The algorithm for join operation, suppose we want to implement join operation that we have already discussed in relational algebra, that is equijoin and natural join. This is a two-way join on two files. That means, we have two files, that is R and S, we have two relations and they are joined based on their attribute A and B, and this is a multi-way join operation. This is the one of the example. That means, suppose employee table and department tables are joined with each other based on the attribute DNO of the employee table and D number of the department table, and similarly if we are joined the department and employee table with the manager SSN with SSN. Okay. Let us see the algorithm for join operation. So, first is if the operation is given in a nested loop, that means for each record T in R, the outer loop retrieve every record from S that is inner and test whether the two records satisfy the join condition TA equals to TB. Then next, the single loop join using an access structure to retrieve the matching record, that means if an index exists for one of the two join attributes, say B of S, and retrieve each record T in S, then T in R, one at a time, then use the access structure to retrieve directly all matching record from S and S from S that satisfy S of B equals to T of A. Let us see the first one. In case of nested loop join, for each record T in R, that means those record or tuples are present in R, these are the outer loop. Retrieve every record S from S, that is inner loop. Test whether the two records satisfy the join condition. That means the every record of R will compare with every record of S with the based on the attribute A and B. If this condition is satisfied, that means from the example, if DNO will be matched with D number, then we will be retrieve the tuple from employee as well as the tuple from the department table. Okay. So, in this way we will continue the comparison from starting to end of the employee table as well as from starting to end of starting to department relation from end of the department relation. So, this is about the join operation in query processing. And the second case is the single loop join, that is using an access structure to retrieve the matching records. We will be implement this if an index exists for one of the two join attributes, say B of S, and retrieve each record T in R one at a time, and then use the access structure to retrieve directly all matching record S from S that are satisfy S of B equals to T of A. In same way, we will be retrieve every record from S as well as every record from R. That means the example is, you can see the example. Suppose consider this is S and this is R, that means department is S and employee is R. So, retrieve every record from the department table, that is record from department table, and compare the manager SSN value with the employee SSN number. Those are tuples are satisfying this condition, that is manager SSN equals to SSN, then retrieve those tuple from department table as well as from the employee table. So, this is the third case of join operation, that is sort merge join operation. If the records of R and S are physically sorted in order by value of the join attribute A and B respectively, then we can implement the join in the most efficient way possible. Both files are scanned in order of the join attribute and matching the records that have the same value for A and B. And in this method, the record of each file are scanned only once and each for matching with the other file unless both A and B are non-key attribute, in which case the method needs to be modified slightly. Okay. So, this is all about your join operation and how you will implement join operation for query processing. Next, we will be see the set operations. Next, we will see the algorithm for set operation. In set operation, we know about the union, intersection and difference operation. So, first we will be discuss about the union operation. If we are going to perform union operation in between the two relations, so first sort the two relations on the same attribute. That means we must remember both the relation containing the same attribute and we will be sort in the both relation, and then next we will be scan and merge both the sorted file concurrently, and whenever the same tuple exists in both relation, only one is kept in the merged result. Okay. That means if the two relation containing the same tuple, then we will be discard one of the tuple and we will take only one for the merged result. So, this is about your union operation. Then comes to intersection operation. In case of intersection, then the same way, first sort the two relation on the same attribute, scan and merge both the sorted file concurrently, keep the merged result only those tuple that appear in both relations. Okay. In case of intersection, first sort the relation based on the same attribute, then retrieve or scan the both relation and retrieve those records those are present in both the relation, that means both in R and S. Then comes to third case, that is set difference. This can be represented like this, R difference S. So, kept and merged result only those tuple that had appear in R but not in S. In this case, we will be retrieve those tuples are present only in R but not in S. So, this is about the algorithm for set operations. So, this is about the algorithm for join operation as well as algorithm for set operation. By executing this algorithm, we can process any query that are given based on the join operation and based on the set operation and also based on the select operation. Thank you. Keep watching.